Good afternoon, everyone. You're welcome to today's class. I spoke to us yesterday about 10ALYTICS we are collaborating with. So she's already in our midst since about 30 minutes ago. So I'd like us to log into our laptop so we can practice what we taught. Thank you for joining.
All right, thank you, Malara. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you on the call. So, like Malara mentioned, it's a partnership between 10ALYTICS and WAT. So, basically, just to help you upskill with your Power BI skills. Based off the information, you already had a training on Excel yesterday. So today we're moving into the next stage, which is Power BI. We have an amazing facilitator that will be taking you end to end. So please, like Omalara mentioned, make sure that you are practicing with your laptop as well, because it's very, very important. At the end of the call, you'd also provide your feedback in terms of how the activities has been so far. I want you to be able to make use of this skill set in your day-to-day activities, whether at work, at home, basically to help you with visualization of your data and other key aspects and make your work a lot more easier. That's the goal, and that's what we want to achieve on the call. So there are a bit of ground rules. Please, if you have any questions, please don't unmute your mic and just go ahead to speak. There's a raise hand icon which you can use. If you check your laptop, you'd see that you raise your hand and then, the facilitator will be able to attend to you. So it's just very important. So everything is orderly and we can, enjoy the session as much as possible. As you can see, the session is also recorded. So after we are done, we'll send the recording and you can always watch this video whenever you need the information. But thank you very much for joining us today. So for now, I'll be handing over to Joshua so you can kick off with the class. Hi, Joshua, are you there?
Hello, Treasure. Good evening. Good afternoon, sorry.
Yeah,
good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yeah. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're all doing great. Okay. And I believe you're all excited to be in this section. So if you're excited to be in this section, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up on your, just click the thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Awesome. That's a great one. Yeah. It's definitely going to be an awesome section today. Trust me, because you're going to be doing an amazing thing to get together today. And I believe that you are all prepared for me as I'm also prepared for you. So before I start, my name is Joshua Kela, and also working with Treasure. And we're going to be taking you through the journey of Power BI. And I'm going to be sharing my screen very soon. But before I do that, there are a couple of things I would just like to let us know. After an hour of the class, by 2 o'clock, we're going to be going on 10 minutes break. And we're going to give given a form to fill. So after 10 minutes break, we're going to come back to class. Then we kick off where we stopped. Then wherever we end today, then we'll continue the following day. So I'm very sure and I'm very certain that you are all ready and ready for me. Your system is open up, or you're opening it. You're about to start punching your keyboard, start clicking your mouse, start extracting insight from the data set. Okay, so to start with, I will start by sharing my screen. So I'm very sure that by now you should already have the material. If you don't have the material to be sent across to you soon, that are going to be easy for today's section. So please confirm if you are seeing my screen. Give me a thumbs up if you're seeing my screen. Let me see. All right, nice one. Thank you very much. Okay, great one. So today we want to go through the journey of Power BI. We want to see how Power BI works, even in transportation, within any form of data. But we're going to be working with transportation data today. So there's a complaint here in Nigeria. You will be asking that what's the name of the country? Is that country true in Nigeria? But don't worry, for the reason of this class, the case study is this particular complaint. It's called Trans-Niger Connect. Trans-Niger Connect. And the case study is that they want to leverage data analytics to enhance customer insights and revenue streams. Customer insights and revenue streams. Okay, I believe someone, is your hand raised? I can hear someone's voice. Probably want to say something. All right, that could be a mistake. All right, so we want to use Power BI to extract customer insight and revenue stream. But before we go ahead into building dashboards, cleaning our data with Power Query Editor, we need to even understand what Power BI is, because I believe that if you understand what that thing is, what the tool is, we'll be able to familiarize ourselves with even how to work with it. So though by the end of this project, by the end of this class, this particular section, you'll be able to create a data-driven solution for TransConnect. This company already has their problem statements, they have what they want to get from the data set, and that is what we are going to be doing in this section. So about us, 10ALYTICS. 10ALYTICS is a leading edtech, that is educational technology company focused on providing specialized training in technological skills and delivering comprehensive data consulting service. And it's over 4 years now. We've built talent for the technology workforce across different continents, different countries, across UK, US, Canada, Europe, Africa, and even Asia. And we are committed to making the technology sector more accessible through premium experimental training in data analytics, business analytics, data engineering, data science, financial, HR, agile project management, cybersecurity, and AI engineering. And our team structures are from leading global companies like Apple, Microsoft, McKinsey, Amazon, and etc. So this is about who I am. This is me. With our decades of experience in data analytics and data science. I'm professionally skilled in tools like SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Python, machine learning frameworks. And my background reflects a strong passion for data-driven solution, problem solving, and empowering other through tech. And my experience encompasses through project coach and lead analyst in EdTech, and also the senior data analyst, yes, at associate at 10ALYTICS. I've also mentored over 300 aspiring tech professionals across Nigeria, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, Canada, and beyond. And trust me, I bring hands-on experience across EdTech, public sector, analytics, and learning communities, using data to drive insights, build dashboard, and support decision-making. So, to start with, what is Power BI? I'm very sure most of us. Okay, if you want to say something, you can just raise your hand. Okay, so let's do that from here. All right, thank you very much. All right, so we want to dive into what Power BI is. But before we go right into Power BI, if you've heard of Power BI before, let me see your hands up. Just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If you heard of Power BI before, thumbs up. Grade one, grade one. If you've not heard of Power BI before, you can just drop a 1 on the chat. Just drop a 1 on the chart. Let's see the demographics of those who have heard about Power BI, those who are about to hear about Power BI. If you just hear Power BI for the first time, drop a 1 on the chart. Okay, great one. That means almost everybody on this call have heard about Power BI. Wow, that's awesome. That's great. That's great. In fact, I'm very, very impressed. I'm happy that we are all technologically inclined. So Power BI is a business intelligence tool. The behind means business intelligence and data visualization tool developed by Microsoft. I'm very sure that by now you know that Microsoft was actually the company that built or developed Excel. Still, Microsoft also developed another product or another tool called Power BI, just like an advanced tool to Excel. So Power BI is very rich in visualization. Whenever you want to visualize the data, you want to build models, Power BI has the other ability to give you that thing you're looking for. Excel is limited, yes, but Power BI starts from where Excel stops and even take it further to a place that will really blow your mind. Do you understand? So it helps users to connect to various data sources, transform and model data to create interactive dashboard. As it is, Power BI has the ability to connect to over 250 sources. Wherever your data set is coming from, it can be from Excel, can be from CSV, can be from databases, different sources. It can even be from APIs, from the web, from Google Sheets. You can connect to any source when working with Power BI. And that's one of the things that makes Power BI a tool that you can never do without. You can never do without. And aside that, it even helps you to create interactive dashboard. Interactive dashboard. What I mean by interactive dashboard is that whenever you click on a particular thing on your dashboard, it gives another display. Like it changes. If you click on something else, the whole dashboard will change. So that's what we're talking about. Interactive dashboard. It's highly interactive, delivery for you, high level analysis. They'll be like, wow, so this thing actually reside in my data, it actually reside in my analysis. Power BI has the ability to bring those hidden things, those hidden patterns out from your data. And Power BI makes it easy to analyze data and share insights across an organization. One beautiful thing about Power BI is that, yes, there's something called DAX, but before you can even go ahead to start using DAX, you would have even finished building your dashboard. And most of the things you're going to do in Power BI is just click and drop, just click and you get your result. Click, you get your result. Click that, you get your result. So to even do certain things, maybe to clean, to remove blank rows, you don't need to write or use or go Control G in Excel, or to remove, to trim unwanted spaces in your column. You don't need to write equals to trim. Just go to where it is, click it, and you see the result. That's it. So that's one of the things that makes Power BI a go-to tool that everybody loves using Power BI, because it doesn't stress you whenever you're doing your data cleaning. Even the dashboard, you're going to see how we're going to demonstrate all of those in class today. So it's a tool for making data-driven decision. It's a tool for making data-driven decision. So if you are still with me, if you're enjoying the section, give me a thumbs up. Let's know if you're still together. I'm having over 80 participants of the call. So I want to see my screen flooded with thumbs up if you're still with me. If you have questions, please, you can use the raise hand icon, or you drop your question in the chat box. So I just have a few people that are following, just 5. Wow, what's going on? Bukola, are you still with me? Hope, are you still here? Adesimbo, are we still together? Let's keep moving. You're almost getting there, and I want everybody to be carried along. So please, let's all follow. So Power BI, if you're talking about Power BI, something actually makes Power BI, or let's say Power BI has its own components. We have 3 major components of Power BI. We have Power BI Desktop, Power BI Service, and Power BI Mobile. Just to cut a long story short, the whole thing you're going to be doing is done on the Power BI Desktop. That is the one system. That's the one you have on your system. The Power BI Desktop is the one you install either from Microsoft Store or from Google. You install it. That's the one you start using to build dashboard. It is there in your system. That's Power BI Desktop. So that's where it's been done. But Power BI Service now is the cloud-based service. It's where you can publish your dashboard, your analysis, so that if I'm in Nigeria and Zainab is in Canada, and we're all working together, she can easily jump on the dashboard while in Canada, and I am in Nigeria, and we work collaboratively together, still on that dashboard, because it has been published to the cloud. So we can collaborate on reports, we can collaborate on dashboards, we can share ideas. Okay, I believe, why do you have it from the analysis? We can even interact. Okay, why do you have a spike in the revenue trend and a dip the following month? Pick a call, discuss it, so many things like that. And as beautiful as Power BI Service is, there's another one called Power BI Mobile. This one, Power BI is telling us that Power BI has the ability to even reside in your cell phones, either Android operating system, iOS, or Windows. That your tab, that your Android phone, or so everything. It has the ability to even for you to even have it on your mobile phone. So it's there on Google Play Store. You download it, then you have it on your phone. That's the Power BI Mobile. And you can have access to Power BI Mobile whenever you have already published your job on Power BI Service. Then once you enter your email, your Microsoft account, then you have the Power BI Mobile, your dashboard on your Power BI Mobile. So another interesting thing is what is the importance of Power BI? I have 5 listed here. 1, to improve decision making. We just don't want to make decisions based on feelings. We don't want to make decisions. We don't want to be biased with our decision. We want our decision to be data backed. That's what brings beauty to whatever thing we're doing as a company. You want your decisions to be data backed. You just don't want to make decisions based on feelings, based on, okay, I think, okay, this should be. No, we want to know what's actually happening. What could happen if you take that decision and the result of it at the long run. So it helps to improve decision making. So after turning the raw data into an actionable insight, you could see what has happened in the past and what is happening currently. And that can help you to depict what can be the outcome if a particular behavior is being taken, or a particular path is being taken. Then another important of that of Power BI is that data accessibility. Like I said, it can connect to different sources, either Excel spreadsheets, database, cloud service, CSV files, Google Sheet, a lot. I'm going to show you that when it gets straight down to the practical right now. So what about real-time monitoring? Power BI has the ability, because there's something called automation. I've cleaned the data today. We've already have a structured template for our data or our dashboard. Everything has been cleaned. I don't want to come tomorrow with because we have few rows added to that data. I don't want to go through that process again. I want it to be automated. So I can be monitoring it real time. Then just press the refresh icon on my Power BI service and the auto refresh. So the more I pump in data and I go to refresh it, or I have set a timeline for it to be refreshed, the dashboard keeps updating automatically. It keeps updating. That's one beautiful thing about Power BI. So cost efficiency. By providing powerful analytic tools in a user-friendly package, Power BI can reduce the need for specialized expensive software and a large team of data scientists or data analysts. So as it is, there's some visualization tools that you can't even have access to the entire thing. You need to pay. But with Power BI, you can do anything you want to do on a free version of it. It's very, very easy to use. There's no need for you to pay some amount of money to start using Power BI. It's cost effective. And the last one I have is enhanced collaboration. Like I said, you can all come together as a team to collaborate on your analysis, on your what? On your insights. So that's one beautiful thing about Power BI. So are you still with me? If you're still with me, if you enjoy this section, let me know. Let's know. Are you still with me? Let me have the thumbs up. Okay, great one, great one. All
yes,
right.
I'm still with you.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay, great one, great one. Right one. Okay. All right. So what about Power BI, importance of Power BI to transportation industry? Importance of Power BI to transportation industry. Okay, Zainab, I have your hands raised. What Diami, I hope I pronounced that well. Adamu, I have your hands raised. Do you have a question for us? Or was that meant to be an icon? Omowumi, I have your hands raised. Okay, I believe that was not for us. Okay, now the importance of Power BI to transportation industry. Now I've actually checked the importance of Power BI generally. Now let's not diversify into the transportation industry. I have here that route optimization. In fact, Power BI is reached the point that it can analyze data on traffic, weather condition, and delivery times that will help company to optimize routes or reduce fuel costs and transit times. Okay, you realize, like in Lagos now, you know that Lagos, there is in fact every day, every time is actually a culture, is something that everybody is used to, that you always get yourself get into a traffic whenever you're going home or you're going to work or trying to go to somewhere. There's always traffic. It's actually something that it's actually very common here in Lagos. But with the power of data, we can get to know the information or the current situation that has happened in the past over a particular route, and you can from that decide, okay, from the past days, from the past years, it has been seen that every 4 o'clock, every 5 p.m., every 6 p.m., between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., there are high activities on this route due to what? Due to traffic. So how do we get to our customers on time? How do our what's it called, passengers get to their destination on time? The best thing is what? To now look for another route that won't take more time, but it will help you to escape traffic. I'm very sure some of us know about this in Lagos, even without data analysis. You already know that, oh, this route, if I take this route today, there's traffic. I need to go and take the other route. Do you understand? Or if I take this route, but at this particular time, it's not, it has the best route to take. But if I take the other route, I'm going to get stuck in traffic. So, to even show you, let you know what has happened in the past. Because it's giving you the history of the city, or help you to decide the best route to take. Fleet management, it provides a comprehensive view of vehicle performance, maintenance schedules, and drivers' behavior. When you have all this logged into data, because data has the ability to trace your behavior, your attitude, who you are. Because if something keeps happening over and over, maybe you're getting a particular threshold, you get it this week, next week, or that is who you are. And data has the ability to reveal that. So it helps in proactive maintenance and efficient asset utilization. Even collecting data about your vehicles, about your means of transportation, getting to know, okay, today, okay, this particular part is actually having this. Okay, for the past few records, we realized that the suspension used to give all these particular. Okay, let's check for all other ones. Is it common around? So with data, you can actually get all these things when they are logged, when they are logged in. Supply chain visibility, from inventory levels to delivery status, Power BI offers a transparent view of the entire supply chain. One beautiful thing about Power BI, about data in general, is that data does not lie. So whatever thing you're doing your data, whatever thing you're recording, and you visualize it, you're going to see the exact thing. And with the help of Power BI, with how Power BI is, how strong Power BI is, you'll be able to see clearly, even when you interact, drill down to even know what's going on. And that's one beautiful thing about Power BI. What about predictive maintenance? You can even make future prediction through historical data. Like I said, every data is an event that has taken place. Do you understand? And you're trying to get the historical data or the historical event from the data will help you to know what the future will bring, predict what the future will bring. So prediction is one of the things that Power BI can help you to get. Okay, we're going to be doing a monthly analysis, monthly trend, and we're going to see how revenue differs from month to month and year to year in our analysis. And the last one, you have safety and compliance. It can also track driver safety metrics like harsh braking or speeding, and monitor compliance with regulations, ensuring a safer operation. So before we go into our case study, let's talk about the last thing about Power BI workflow. Because if you're working with Power BI, the question is, how do I even get started with this whole thing, this man I've been talking about? How will I bring in the data? How will I start imputing all these things this young guy has been talking about? This is it. Like I have it here. There are three major steps, three major workflow in Power BI. Though they still have literally two sub points or subgroups which you're going to be doing. The first one is data acquisition. The second one is data modeling and analysis. While the third one is data visualization and sharing. If you can master these three things, then you are already in our Power BI. Okay, you might want to meet yourself at that.
But they told us we use this thing. That's why now.
All right. So I still have 2 hands raised. Omowumi, I believe this should be Omowumi. Yes, Omowumi, I have your hand raised. Wadiam, I have your hand raised. Is that a question? Do you want to ask me a question, or was that a mistake? Probably you want to give me a thumbs up. You mistakenly raised your hand. Omowumi, are you on the call? Wadiam, are you on the call? All right, so let's jump back to where we stopped. So I was talking about Power BI workflow. I said there's at first there is what data acquisition. So I've been talking about Power BI having the ability to connect to different data sources. I've been talking about that, and that's data acquisition. Now, After we even connect Power BI to the source, what is the next thing? There's something called ETL, extract, transform, and load. Connecting Power BI to the source is because you want to extract data from that source. Like I said, the source can be database, it can be a CSV file, it can be an Excel file, it can be a web service, it can be an API, it can be a Google spreadsheet, it can be SAP, so many sources. So after you've connected your data to that source, you extract it. And the tool that collects the data is called Power Query Editor. I'm going to be showing that also in the practical section. Power Query Editor. And that is where this transformation takes place. Transformation is now cleaning the data, making the data readily available for analysis or for modeling and also for visualization. So after I've connected, after I've extracted the data from the source, the next thing to do is what? To transform it. Then after transforming it, and I'm sure that the data is clean. I've checked for every anomalies. Every anomalies has been taken away. Unnecessary things, errors have been dealt with. Blanks have been removed. The data is now looking so clean. Then the next thing is now to what? To load it. After transformation, then I load it. After loading it, then I have it transferred down into the Power BI desktop itself. Because Power Query is just a tool that is embedded into Power BI desktop. So once I clean it, I transform and I load it, then I have it inside my Power BI desktop ready for modeling and visualization. So after that has been done, we move to the next stage called data modeling and analysis. So when you want to model data, it is so important that if you're having, because there are scenarios where you can have more than one or two data. And if you have two or three more than one data in your analysis, you need to connect them. You need to connect those tables together. So there's meant to be a relationship between the table. You have a main table and you have other table connecting it. So that is the modeling part. And also, it does not only stop in building relationship between tables. You can also write DAX. There's something called data analysis expression. It's just like function in Excel. I used to say something from my little exposure into tech. I've actually come to understand that we all have the eyes to see when it comes to data. We all can pick insights from data. But there are still some hidden analysis, hidden insight, hidden patterns that is not visible to our eyes, in which you make use of functions or DAX to extract them. So I used to call function and DAX a microscopic lens. They help us to see what we are not even seeing in our data set. They help us to achieve what we don't believe that can be achieved in our data set. So that is another aspect of data modeling, whereby you create columns, you calculate measures, or you create tables. So these are advanced part of Power BI. And lastly, the most interesting part of it, trust me, data visualization. Oh, you will love it. When you start bringing in bar charts, you bring in a map chart, you bring in a column chart, so many charts, and they're just coming together to form a dashboard, very beautiful dashboard. And before you know it, you have your analysis. Drill down, analyze, click on any slicer, you get the interactiveness, you go to the next page. No, that beautiful thing, just like, wow, so this thing is possible. Yes, it's very possible. And after you have done visualizing, if you have a Microsoft account, you can publish to Power BI service. And if you publish it to Power BI service, you can also have access to it on your mobile apps if you have it installed in your phone. So, going to the case study for today, I believe you are still on time. We have 29 more minutes before we go on break. I said we're going to be going on break by 2. So once it's 2, we're going to go on break. There will be a form that will be sent to us. I'd like us all to fill it, about this section. Just fill it and let's get your feedback. So before we go straight down into the case study of the day. I have over 35 participants on the call right now. So let me know if you're all following me. Like if I'm saying, I want to know if you're all following me. If you're not following me, that will be just few thumbs up on my screen. If you're not following me, just give me a thumbs down. But if you're following me, flood my screen up. Okay, I'm seeing people. Okay, great one. Great one. That means we are all together. We are all together. Perfect. Perfect. That's awesome. Yes, I'm seeing some. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, I just got that. I got that thumbs down. You might want to drop your question on the chat board so we can all follow all along through this call. I don't want anybody to be left behind. Oh, I just saw your thumbs down. If I want to drop your question on the chat board, then I'll pick it from there and get across to you. Okay, so let's jump straight down into the case study. Let's jump straight down into the case study. Okay, all right. I think I got that from Wadimo. Okay, just a thumbs up. All right, great one. So, like I said, Trans Niger Connect is a transportation business in Nigeria, and is a company, transportation company in Nigeria, and is actually leading Nigerian transportation business. Okay, I have another hands raised. Atinuke Kadijat. Okay, do you want to ask a question? Atinuke Kadijat. Okay, I want to believe that was a mistake. All right. So, Trans Niger Connect is a leading Nigerian transportation company operating across nation through its core division into road, railway, air, and water transportation, with a primary focus on both passengers and cargo services. The company plays a vital role in facilitating internal trade, business operation, and personal travel. And Trans Niger Connect is committed to providing efficient, safe, and reliable transportation solution that contributes to Nigeria's economic growth and improve the lives of the citizen. Okay, Grace, I believe, okay, oh, don't worry, this section is recorded. The section is recorded. So if you're just joining, just key with me at this junction. We're about to enter into the main business of the day. So if you're just joining, don't worry, the section is recorded. You will definitely have the recorded section. So just be ready, follow through, and let's get our hands dirty in cleaning this data. All right. So this is all about Trans Niger Connect. But as beautiful as this introduction to business is, they're actually having a problem statement. They're actually facing a problem. So what's the problem? Despite its significant market presence and robust operations, Niger Connect struggles with lack of data-driven decision making. That is a very, in fact, dangerous thing to the business. Lacking a data-driven decision, like that means they're just making decisions based on their feelings, based on we should be serving this car last week, and let's go ahead. There's no need for us to check the data to even see if there's a need for us to even check if the fuel pump or the key starter is nothing like that. No day-to-day routine on their vehicles. No, they're just as big as the company is, as known as the company is. They believe in what they feel it is. They don't make use of data to even get their or derive their decision. That is very dangerous because this is life we're talking about. So the company possesses vast amount of transactional data, despite the fact that they even have a large amount of transactional data, but it remains largely unutilized, even stored in disconnected systems. So how do you even know how much you are earning? How do you even know if this young man Saka, or sorry if anybody's answering Saka on the call, sorry, I just call a name. Maybe this young man is not even making us have revenue leak. How do we even know if we are actually getting profit from our business? There is no way to know. They have the transaction data, everything, but in fragmented systems, in disconnected systems, everything is just everywhere. Visibility, customer misunderstanding, and operation inefficiency. You're going to see the rating, the customer's rating. You're going to see the customer's rating. It's not, you can't even get something like these people say that. But do you even understand your customer? We don't know who they have. Did they even love what you're even bringing to the table? Or how can they even contribute to the success of what we have? And for a business to grow, well and to even last, you need the verdict of your stakeholders. So, limited revenue visibility management has a limited understanding of total revenue generated by each mode of transport and is contributing to overall economy. Even everything is contributing to it. Customer misunderstanding, there's no centralized view of customers' purchase behavior, demographics, or satisfaction level. So we just come today, get this done. So far that the day has closed, start another day. It has been a traditional way of working, which has caused so many things across the entire organization, even to their end users. So operational inefficiency, without clear data on ticket sales and travel patterns, the company cannot optimize its schedules and resources and resource management, which can lead to inefficient use of its fleet and services. So these are the major problems Trans-Nigeria is facing. These are the major problems Trans-Nigeria Connect is facing. And they've now called us now. They've called us, all of us on the call. They've called every one of us on the call, including myself, that these are our problems. Help us fix it. It's giving us the assets. I'm going to be showing you how you get the data sets very soon. So I'm going to be fixing their problem. So let's go to the rationale of the business. What is optimal operational efficiency? So you have this slide, you have this document, you can always read. In fact, trust me, this document is rich. You can always go back to read and to read and to, even when you're watching the video, go back to read this document. So what is the aim of this project? The primary aim of this project is to develop a comprehensive business intelligence solution for Trans-Nigeria Connect. And the objective is to transform the raw operational data into actionable insight. This one is to contain a Ebola. That you? All right. Okay. Okay, I don't know why Ebola. I'm getting the feedback at the end. I want to read from the end. Thank you, Ebola. Yeah, so as I was saying, the project is to transform raw transactional data into actionable insight, providing management with the tool to make informed strategic decision, not just decision based on feeling, what I feel like, what it should be. Because we did this thing yesterday, it should always also work today. No, things change. Things change. So the first key objective now is to generate a general performance dashboard. This is going to talk about the finance part, the company's revenue over time, track transportation mode, regional performance with respect to revenue. The second one is to develop a customer analysis dashboard. We want to understand who our customer is, understand our spending culture, understand who patronizes us the most, understand our best 10 customers, who they are, their region, things like that. You want to do something around that. And the third one is to establish a data-driven culture. So we want it to be a culture in the company. So it's part of our aim and objective. So when they see the result and the recommendation we're going to be giving them, they realize that, oh, so we can actually get something like this from this data set. Then let's start doing something like this. Do you understand? So by implementing this dashboard, the project will empower key stakeholders to move beyond reactive decision making and embrace a data-driven approach to business strategy. That is the word, beyond reactive decision making. You get? I feel like this should work. No, let's embrace a data-driven approach to business strategy. And that is what we want to get. That is the third aim and objective of this project. So the project workflow, we're going to prepare the data, like extract it, transform, then load it to data sets for analysis. Then we're going to use Power BI desktop to analyze the data. And after which we're going to start identifying trends, pattern in data, like the visuals, start doing all of those things. The fourth one is we're going to propose actionable recommendation that will guide Trans-Nigeria to make the better decision for the company. So the revenue dashboard now, like I said, we're going to be building two dashboards, just two dashboards. One is the revenue dashboard, while the other one is the customer dashboard. So for the revenue dashboard, I already listed inside this slide what we are going to be extracting, visuals are going to be building, so that whenever you're going to this slide and you're watching this video, you're able to understand, okay, this is how we got the total revenue, this is how you got the total transaction, even time series analysis. You're going to be using line chart to get a monthly trade. They are going to be filtering down through different years in the data set, or quarter 1, quarter 2, 3, and 4. The year, I think, is from 2020 to 2024, so 5 years data. So then also the categorical analysis, you're going to be using the column chart, the bar chart, even the bar chart to even check revenue by booking, revenue by region, and also revenue by transportation mode. We want to see what mode of transportation actually give us more revenue, which one is giving us less revenue. How can we even promote these things? Do you understand? Then for the other dashboard, we are going to be designing a dashboard that's just on customers' behavior and demographics. So we're going to be having things around unique customer. I want to know a unique customer, average customer satisfaction score, average travel time. We want to know top customer by revenue. We want to know revenue by customer type. We also want to know customer age group distribution. I'm going to be showing you something to build this particular chart here. I'm going to be showing you this even in this slide. And the third one, we're going to be checking the behavior and satisfaction metrics, like satisfaction score distribution, gender distribution, and also top 5 customers with highest ticket bought. So all of these things is what we're going to be incorporating into our customer dashboard. So now I already put this formula here. We're going to be using this. It's called mashup language. It's used within PowerBI editor. So I already drop it here. So whenever we get there, I'll show us how we can go into this slide, just copy this entire code, put it on our PowerBI editor and run it, and we have what we want to see, just like that. So you don't need to go through the hassle of writing this entire thing from A to Z. So just to save us more time. So this is the first dashboard I'm going to be building. This is the first dashboard. This is just on revenue alone. You can see the total revenue, total ticket bought, total transaction. You can see the monthly trend. And even from here, you can even see that we can, if I click on this drop down, you see quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I click on this drop down, you can see the year from 2020 to 2024. Even the region, east, north, south, and west. And also you can see the total transaction, total revenue by booking channel, all of these things. We're going to be building this exact dashboard. We're going to be using this exact dashboard. So this is the revenue performance overview. Why this is the customer analysis dashboard. This is the customer analysis dashboard. We get to know the total customer. We get to know the average of satisfaction score and average trip duration. Then every other insight that we need to get from the data set. So now inside this slide, I already imputed our recommendation, but that will be at the end of our analysis. But so far that you're going to be getting this slide, you can also read this upfront before we come to class tomorrow. So this is talking about the recommendation around the revenue and operations, also the customer-centric recommendation as well. Then it's so the job. We now get into the job. But before we go straight down into the job, I would like to know if you are all still with me. If you're all still with me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If you are good to go, good to go, good to go, let me have a thumbs up. Oh, Grace, that's nice. Sandra, that's nice. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up right here. Great one, Zainab. Great one, Esther. Great one, Efeoluwa Bukola. Okay, all right, that's great. That's good. That shows that we are all together. Ngozi, that's a very great one. Amarachi, Bukola, Hope, great one. I'm very glad Hope is following right now. That's a great one. Hope, that's a great one. Hope. So now I have inside this slide, Rita, awesome, I see you. I have inside this slide where to get the data source. So I've actually made this as easy as possible, that if you just click on this word here, if you click on it from the slide you'll be given or the PDF file you'll be given, it automatically downloads the data set inside your system repository. So it could be inside your downloads, it could be inside your desktop, it could be inside your what's the last one? Documents. So it depends on where you set your download repository to. So once I click on this, it's going straight down to my download. So I'll just see right there from my download. But before we go ahead, I want to believe almost every one of us on this call have Power BI at the moment. I want to believe that. Okay, great one. So, and I want to believe that you've all opened your Power BI. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, Ezibo, Moobo. All right. To get it, you can always go to Microsoft Store. This is Microsoft Store here. You can see my mouse. This is Microsoft Store here. Or search for Microsoft Store on your system. Then type Power BI Desktop. Just like you're on Google Play Store. Just like you're on Google Play Store and you want to download an app. So just go to Microsoft Store also. Once you get to Microsoft Store, come right here, type Power BI Desktop. Then you see it. You see, so click on it. Once you click on it, you see mine is already saying installed. Mine is already saying installed. So you should be seeing free on your own. So just click on free. Then once you see get, click on get. So the beautiful thing about this is that once you click on get, it's and automatically installed itself on your system. It downloads and it automatically installed itself in your system. So you just need to do to open it up and start doing everything you need to do. And that's all. So that's how to install it in just few minutes, sorry, not seconds, just few minutes. Okay, so I believe that we are all ready to dive in now. We are all ready to dive in. If you're ready to dive in, let me see the thumbs up again. Let me see the thumbs up. You're ready to dive in. Just know that we are all together. Okay, great one, guys. I'm so glad. Trust me. I love the spirit. I love the energy in the house. We are all ready for this. I'm also very much ready for this. So in the next 10 minutes, you're going to go on break. But before we go on break, let's establish something in Power BI. So I want to open up my own Power BI. I already have it done. I'm going to be recreating this. So I just go to File. If you want to open yours, you can always go to your Windows icon, go to All Apps, or you come here to search for Power BI. Search for Power BI. You will see it right here. Can you see? Just click on Open. Then you are good. But I already have mine open. So I just need to click on is that once you click on Open, you're going to have this interface. So the next thing you want to click on is Blank Report. Just click on Blank Report. So let's see what's going to happen. Open now. Let's see what's going to happen right away. It's going to open a blank report of a new Power BI entirely. So it's loading. You can see the icon, the Power BI icon is loading. So let's give it some minutes. It's coming up. All right. So we have it. Now we have it. So I'm now having a blank Power BI, not the previous one that was displaying on my screen the other time. So I have a new one open up for me. So in case you see auto recovery contains blah 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 blah, you just click on that cancel sign. Then it will tell you that do you want to view, or yes, I want to view this. So I used to click on yes because I might actually be working on something that I don't save. So I always want to click on yes so I won't lose my files. So that is good. So right here now, this is Power BI Desktop. All the things I've been talking about, Power BI Desktop, Power BI Service, Power BI Mobile, this is Power BI Desktop. And from this particular junction I am, the first thing to do, whenever you want to work with Power BI, the first thing to do is to extract, is to connect Power BI to your source, your data source. Is to connect Power BI to your data. Make sure that by now, we all should have seen the data sets by clicking on that icon here. So I already have mine in my download. I already have mine in my downloads. So I already have mine in my downloads. It's called Trans Niger Connect. This is the data set. So the question is, how will I know the data source I want to connect with? A very good question. Most especially if you're working with CSV and Excel file. Sometimes you actually want to come out as the same thing. So the first thing I would love to always do is that under your location where it is saved, you can see this type. You can see, just come right here. You can see Microsoft Excel workbook over here. Microsoft Excel workbook. Or you want to take the route of just clicking on it and going to your properties to go and check what exactly the data set is. can just go to your properties to go and see what data it is, what source is coming from. Can you see Excel, Microsoft Excel workbook, XLSX? So if you see this XLSX, it's telling that it's a Microsoft Excel workbook. Sometimes you can see that as .csv. That is comma separated value. Comma separated value. So if you want to connect, if you want to extract, if it's coming as a CSV file or a text as an Excel file, you need to know so that you know where to select in your Power BI desktop. So I'm back to my Power BI and I want to connect this data straight down to the source. So you've been able to discover that the data set is an Excel workbook. It's an Excel workbook. So right here, I'm seeing Excel. Okay, let me show us something else. Let me bring down my ribbons so they can see it here. Right here, I'm seeing Excel. Over here, I'm seeing Excel. Even over here, get data. This is where all the data sources are. If I click on more, you can see everything. Let's click on more. You see everything. All. Can you see all the data sources we have in Power BI, Azure, SharePoint? I didn't talk about SharePoint the other time. Salesforce, Adobe Analytics, different sources. So wide. So wide. So if I'm connecting with Excel workbook, I can click on this. Can you see the Microsoft Excel icon? Excel icon is already here. I can click on it. If it's a CSV file, I can click on this CSV file. But lo and behold, ours is what is an Excel workbook. So I'll click on Excel workbook, and after clicking on the Excel workbook, click on connect. Click on connect and see what's going to open up right now. So it has gone to because this is my most recent repository downloads. It has gone to my most recent repository. I'm going to pull up all the Excel file inside that particular repository. So you can see only Excel file, and even this folder, there are Excel folders here. Only Excel file you can see, except for folders, only Excel file. You can't see CSV files here at all. So the next thing I need to do is what? To click on the data I want to load. So both are actually the same thing. Both are the same thing. So I'll just click on this. So once I click on this, I have it inside this file name. Then I'll click on open and let's see what's going to happen. Remember I said we extract, then before we transform, and then we load. So we are extracting right now. We're extracting the data from Excel, from the source. We're extracting it into Power Query Editor. So let's see what's going to happen. It's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Yeah, we have it now. So this page now is called Navigator Pan. Navigator Pan. This is where the file you've selected will come out. If that particular file has different worksheets inside it, you're going to see all the worksheets. But luckily for us, because it's actually very okay, we have just one worksheet inside this Excel workbook. So I'll be clicking on that worksheet, which is worksheet 1. Can you see? After clicking on sheet 1, I can see all of this. This is just a preview of what I have in my data set. This is just a preview. Like let's say maybe I see up to 33 rows, and I'm having close to 5,000 rows of data here. So I'm just having 33 rows and all the columns. Can you see? Just a preview. So after I'm certain and I'm sure that okay, this is the data set I want to select. This data set I want to claim. That's I've extracted it. The next thing to do is I don't want to go straight to loading the data set. No, because if I load it, it's just go back to my Power BI desktop. I want to check. I want to claim. Do you understand? Just like me going to the market now. And after going to the market, I bought raw foods, like say ingredients. I want to cook Nigerian jollof now. I went to the market. I bought onions. I bought spring onions. I bought rice. I was able to get chicken, different ingredients. I can't just get home and start eating them raw. No, all those things I got, they are the data. Do you understand? They are the data. So I can't start eating them raw. No, I need to what? To go ahead and pre-process them. Take them to the kitchen, cook it before I start eating it. So right now, we are now heading to the kitchen, our data kitchen, which is Power Query Editor, to go and clean or transform or cook the data. That's what we're about to do now. So right now, just go to transform data. And once I go to transform data, what you're going to see right now is Power Query Editor. You can see above here that we have Power Query Editor. Power Query Editor. This is the tool for transforming your data. And all my data has been loaded. All my data has been loaded. So I'm going to pause right here. take some questions in 3 minutes, then we go on 10 minutes break. So I'm going to drop a link on the chat. Please, let's ensure we all click on that link and fill the link. Okay, we need to get your feedback. Let's fill the link. Then we now, after 10 minutes, by 2:10, then we jump back into the class. Then we start doing the remaining thing for today. So great one, everyone. So let's take questions. Do you have questions? If you have questions, let me see your hand raised. In 3 minutes. Questions in 3 minutes. Okay, it's like we don't have questions. That means we all understood what has been taught from the start of the class till now. Oh, great one. Great one. But let me be certain that you are still hearing me. Are you still hearing me? Are you still following up with me? Are we still together? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, great one. Great one. That means we all understood what has been taught so far. I'm really glad for that. That's awesome. That's a great one. That's a great one. So let's go on break now. Then we'll recap. Okay, from which side? I think I got a message right now. Let me get that. Let me get the message. I think I will need a recap. Okay, we need a recap. Okay, Bethel, trust me. This section is recorded. This session is recorded, and so what is recorded, you have the access to the recording. But nevertheless, I can just do a little recap when we go on break so that we don't keep others waiting. Okay, so let's go on break now. We're going to drop the link on the group on this chat so that you all can fill it, and then we get to the next part of today's section. All right, so enjoy your break. 10 minutes, and let's be back after 10 minutes. Thank you, everyone, and see you soon. Bye for now.
Guys, he drop a link for us to fill a form. Please, is he in this is he on here or the WhatsApp group?
I'll be dropping right away on this call. I'll be dropping right away on this call, okay?
But I haven't seen the link. I haven't seen any.
Hold on, I'm on it, okay?
You are too fast.
You are too fast to teach. It's not everybody that gets it. You are too fast.
Hello, Bukola. Okay, I'm getting that from you.
You are too fast in teaching. I need recap.
Yes, I think I respond. I'll be giving you a recap. Did you join late or you started with us?
I started with you.
All right, but you should have actually called my. Okay, you should have actually called my attention to it. That was why I was actually trying to make sure that you are all together with me. Okay, because I just drop a message on chat. Please, in case of next time, just call my attention to it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So tell me where you got lost, so I can just do a recap. You said we should go back to where?
No. My battery is still downloading.
Your PowerBI is still downloading, right?
Oh, what's downloading?
Hello, Bukola. If I'm getting it right, you say your PowerBI is still downloading.
My PowerBI is still downloading.
Okay, no problem. Let it complete. Let it download. Then you will definitely have you definitely have a recap. Like I said, this section is recorded. You can always try the recording
Okay.
at the end of it. Do you understand? It's recorded, so you can definitely watch the recorded section. Do you understand that, Bukola? Are we now on the same page?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right. All right, welcome back, everyone. It's 10 minutes past 2. So I believe we enjoy our break. Hope you enjoyed our break. All right, I believe that's a yes. So welcome back, Ada, welcome back, Esther, welcome back, Zainab, welcome back, Molara, welcome back, Blessing. So to everyone on this call, Ibrahim, Chinedu, Amarachi, Zainab, Rita, Victoria, Akuna, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to this other section of today's class. And we've already started the Power BI part whereby you want to start playing our data set. Yeah, let's start cleaning our data set. So if you are still installing your Power BI, just raise your hand. You are still installing your Power BI, raise your hand. Okay, I want to believe that everybody already have their Power BI installed. Okay, you are still installing yours. If you follow Adisa. Okay. Okay, Ezigbo also. Esther, it's also installing yours. Okay. So what's the progress? What's the progress? Is this still installation or you have any hiccups? Hope everything is fine. Okay, great one, great one, great one. All right. All right. Great one, guys. Great one. So you're still installing yours. Okay, Ada, I have your hand raised. Is that for me? Hi, Ada. Okay, that was a mistake. All right. So if you are still installing yours and you're not able to do the practical part as we're doing it, please follow. Okay, just follow as we are doing. 46% downloaded. Okay, that's still a work in progress. That's still a work in progress. So this was
The thing is,
it could actually be because of network. It's actually heavy, almost 1 gig. Do you understand? Almost 1 gig. So if you're still installing and you can't follow with the class, please just follow with what's the practical section. Get your pen, ask questions. So whenever you're watching this video again, you won't have hiccups or roadblocks and things like that. Okay. So I'll start by sharing my screen again. Welcome back, everyone, to the second section of today, or second part of this section. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so let's go back to Power BI. So before we went on break, we've been able to load the data set inside Power Query Editor. We've been able to extract the data set from the source. Then we want, extract, then we want to transform. So before I go ahead, if you notice that I'm too fast or you're not getting something, please, whenever I ask for if you're following, just raise your hand and talk to me. You understand? This should be an end-to-end communication. You all, like I said, it's my joy that we are all carried along till the end of this section, to the end of this program. Please, if you're not getting it, just let me know. Let me know, then I can either reiterate on what I've said or put it through anything. Do you understand? Please, I want us all to get it and get it right correctly in this class. We are all going to build that dashboard. This is that dashboard that we saw in that slide. We are going to be building it together. So I won't be building it alone. We are going to be doing it together. It's a joint work. So please, if you are not getting anything, just call my attention to it. Okay. So I also try as much as possible to take it one step at a time. Probably just pump the brake when I need to pump my brake, then recapitulate on some things, and so that we all can also flow. So now Look at these data sets. Whenever you have a data set, the first thing to do is to understand the nature of your data. Understand the nature of your data. But before I even go into understanding the nature of our data, let's even understand Power Query Editor. How does it work? So this is Power Query Editor interface, and we have the tabs: Home tab, Transform tab, Add columns, View, Tools, and Help. Though in this section, the one I'm going to be using the most is Home, Transform, and I'm going to use Add columns just once. Then the View. This is just how you want to view your. You can see that yours might not be having this white valid error empty. Yours might not be having it because I actually check my column quality here. If I uncheck it, it is gone. If I bring it back, you see it. Column distribution. If I want to see my column distribution, I want to see my column profile. See the column profile. You can see it depends on how you want to see yours. But I just want my white space and column quality. That's all. That's what I want. So with this, I'm good to go. I already know that, okay, I have 100% valid data, 0 empty, 0% error. Do you understand? So that is what this is actually talking about the most. So when it comes to add column, anytime you come to this tab, anything you do, anything you click here, add an extra column to your existing table. So take, for instance, you have 9 columns in your existing table, and you came to this add column tab, and you pick something, maybe you invoke custom functions, or you go into custom columns, or you went to index column, or you even went to go and extract some things from a date column. It will add an extra column to your table. That is what add column is talking about. We're going to be using this to create an age group column because we need age group of our customer. We need the age group of our customer, but we don't have it. So I'm going to be using this add column to do that, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that. And also for the transform, we're going to be using transform also. Though this data set does not really look so dirty, we just have to standardize certain things in this data set, like the data type, like the font, the case or our text. We need to standardize that also. We have to be consistent across board. Then also the date column, you can see the date column is coming out as numbers, even 234.23465. That is not right. We need to also adjust that likewise. So we're going to be using transform tab to do all of those. Like we want to group by, we want to transpose, you want to add data type, you want to fill up or fill down, if you want to pivot a column. So these are other parts of words. It depends on what you are doing, what you want to do, what you want to achieve. So what do you want to achieve? Okay, I want to convert everything to uppercase. I'll just come to format, then I'll click on capitalize each word, uppercase. I'll click on uppercase. This one is for lowercase. This one is for uppercase. If I want to remove unwanted space, either lean or trailing space, I'll click on trim. So everything you want to do as regard to cleaning data is already here. So I don't need to write a lot of functions to get most of these things done. They are already embedded codes, just having a placeholder to click, and I have what I want to get. So do you understand that? So that is mostly what's transforming. So most of the options we have in our transform can also be found in our home tab. But majorly what home tab does is that after we are done cleaning data, you now want to load it back to Power BI desktop. You just go to close and apply. This is where we load. Close and apply. Then close and apply, we close Power Query Editor and apply changes on our Power BI desktop. So that's what it does. Then also, if you want to go to new source, if you want to add more data to this particular query, Power Query, you can just click on new source. Or you want to go to recent source, you can. These are my recent sources that I extracted data from. Or you want to even enter a new data, you can also do it there. So many things like choose column. Maybe I want to remove certain columns. These are all the columns I have in this table right at the moment. Let's see all the columns. These are all the columns I have in this table at the moment. So if I want to choose column, I can select on any of it. I want to remove a particular column, I can do that. If I want to remove column, I can also do that. If I want to keep rows, remove rows, split columns, all of these things are there, group by. So I'm going to be using few things in this Power Query tabs or Power Query bins to achieve our purpose. So we've been able to actually dive deep a bit into what Power Query tabs are. Now let's now understand our data, because as an analyst, we can't just assume that things are actually fine when they are not fine. We can't just assume that we understand what we're doing unless we are certain that this is what we are doing. So the first thing I would like to do is I'll first of all check the first column. It's talking about transaction ID. Okay. And then they are numerical. 1 to I think it's up to 5,000 transaction ID or 4,999 transaction ID. But it's 5,000 sharp. So for the transaction ID, each of these numbers here are uniquely identifying the rows in this column. So I have one. This is the transaction for one, transaction ID one. On this particular day, the transportation mode is road. This is the customer ID. The customer's name is Shegun Eze. Shegun Eze is a male. Then this is the total revenue generated from Shegun Eze. This is the number of tickets bought by Shegun Eze. This is Shegun Eze's age, probably. Maybe Shegun Eze retired. I want to go and chill in maybe Maldives with his wife. Then this region. This is a trip duration in hours. So 12 hours plus. This is satisfaction score. This is the booking system. He booked offline. Then POS mode. That means there are certain things here. It can be offline, also a bank transfer. So what kind of customer is Shegun Eze? Shegun Eze is a regular customer. So all of these things are what we are going to be checking inside this data set, So it's like that. So each row is telling us about a transaction. Shegun Eze can also come up in another place, depending on if it's actually very close to our data set. If you start looking for it, but I don't want to. There's another one, but there's another Kule Eze, there's Shegun Olaneyi, so Yetunde Eze. So all of those things are there in our data set for us to what? For us to get information from it. So that's what the transaction ID is talking about. And is it in the right data type? You can see that it's having 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So sometimes you might actually want to put this in text, you might want to put it in numbers. It depends. So I will prefer to put mine in numbers, but then I'm not performing any numerical analysis on it. I'm not doing addition, I'm not subtracting it. So there's no need for it to start I can only count the total transaction. I can only count it. So that's one. Now date. If you say it's like 1.2, it's talking about decimal number, like a decimal number. Let me go show you how to get those data type. If I click on this 1.2, you see the remaining type of data type you have. We have the decimal number. We have fixed decimal number. If you're talking about money, anything currency, you pick fixed decimal number. If it's whole number, that means numbers without decimal, you pick whole number. If it is percentage, you pick percentage. If it is date time, maybe you want to have both the date and the time in a column, you pick this. But this time around, we want it to be in date, just date alone. So I'm going to be picking date for this date column. Then also, we also want it to be in time alone. You can also click on time. Text, Boolean, true or false, and all things like that. The rest of it like that. False mic is on. I think that's the informer. Informer is that you? Is not informer. If I'm getting a feedback from my phone. If your mic is on, kindly unmute yourself, please. Sorry, kindly. YouTube. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Looks like now. Thank you. 4,958.2345. And see what it's going to turn to. I see has turned to new date. New date. So this particular can happen. If someone's mic is on. Please, let me just mute everyone. Please, if your mic is on, kindly mute yourself. I can't actually find the person at the moment, and I don't want to waste time. Funny enough, I'm not saying the person. Thank you. Thank you for saving me that stress. I wasn't even seeing the person. Thank you very much. All right. So we've been able to get the date. Do you understand? Before it was coming like 4577.46521, something like that. But immediately I converted it to date, add it as a new step, then it changed it to date automatically. So we are good with that. So for this transactional mode now, these are text data type. These are texts. These are texts. So far that they are text, is meant to be an ABC. ABC means text. You can see this ABC right there. If I click on it, you come right here. This text. So it's already in text. It's already in text. Also, customer ID. I want it to be in all numbers. So who is that? Someone is. Oh, is that person on this call? I'm not actually seeing the person at all. Okay, Maduike. Let me just mute you from here. All right. So please, Maduike, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name well. You might want to just take note of your mic in case you are your mic is on again, please. All right, thank you guys. Okay, so the transportation mode has been corrected to text. So everything is in text, so no problem with that. Customer ID, I also want that to be in all numbers. I also want that to be in all numbers. The customer name also in text, that's fine. Gender is also meant to be in text. Gender is in text. Revenue, now see, revenue is coming out as what's it called? Decimal number. So I want it to be in fixed decimal number. So I can always change it to fixed decimal number. I can always change it to fixed decimal number. I can see that it already puts a comma here and 2 decimal places. Also, the ticket bought is meant to be in all numbers. Customer age is meant to be in all numbers. Region is meant to be in text. Trip duration is meant to be in decimal. It's just saying 22 hours, 0.778. That's close to 9 hours. This one is close to 3 hours. You do the mathematics, like this should be around 6 hours, 5 hours, maybe 20 minutes or thereabout. So the satisfaction score also has to be in all numbers. Booking channel has to be in text. Payment method has to be in text. Customer type has to be in text. Now, I'll be doing some changes right here. If you notice that from the start of our data set, every text column, they are having, they are formatted as proper case, not lowercase or uppercase. Proper case is when the first letter of every word is in capital letter. The first letter of every word is in capital. So see, look at Shegun Easy. Shegun, S is in capital letter, E is in capital letter. That means is a proper case. So this also is a proper case because the first letter of the word is in capital letter. But let's now go to where we have the payment method and customer type. They are all in lowercase. So I would like to make sure that this is also formatted as proper case. This is also formatted as proper case. So if you are following me, what you need to do right here is that you will click on payment method. You can see my mouse. Click on payment method, then press shift and forward arrow to select customer type. So I'm going to be doing that again. If you are following me, click on, you can see that my payment method is highlighted at the moment. The next thing to do is to press your shift key and your forward arrow to select customer type. So I'm going to do that again, shift and forward arrow. So these are the 2 columns has been selected. And I did this because I want to do it just at once. I don't want to be doing it one after the other. So I want to do it just at once. So after selecting the 2 columns, the next thing to do is to go to my transform tab. Then I will go to where I have this format. Can you see this format here? After I selected these 2 columns, I went to transform tab. Then I went to where we have format. So if I click on format, then you see a word, something here called capitalize each word. Capitalize each word. So this is what we call proper case. This is uppercase, this is lowercase, but I want to capitalize each word. So I'm going to click on capitalize each word. Then I'll have everything, every first letter of this particular column in capital letter, while others are in small letter. Look at bank transfer. Capital letter, then B is in capital letter, C is in capital letter, and all like that. If you keep checking, you see that it has been adjusted correctly. It has been adjusted correctly. It has been adjusted correctly. So, great one. So if you are still following me, please give me a thumbs up. If you are still together, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Zainab, awesome. Esther, Bethel, okay, great one. Great one. I believe you're all still together. Okay, I'm seeing your thumbs up, Joy. I'm seeing your thumbs up. Yeah, great one. Great one. I'm seeing your thumbs up. All right. Okay. All right. Great one. So I want to make sure that everybody is following. I want to make sure that everyone is following. Bukola, is your Power BI now completely installed, or is still installing? Bukola is still on the call. Okay, I want to guess she's not on the call at the moment. Okay, you want to drop a message if you're having difficulties with the Power BI installation. So now I've been able to convert this column to capital. All right, Bukola, what's the update now?
Yes, yes, I've installed the Power BI actually, but I still don't get. I wasn't following up again, so I'm actually kind of lost.
No, don't worry.
I'm actually
okay in the meeting, right?
I've lost that, so I don't. But I'm just still following up since it's being recorded. I can always go back and
that is what I want to say. That's exactly what I want to say. Because because your Power BI is not on the system at the moment, you may be a step or 2 steps behind. So just not to put too much this thing on yourself, just be calm and follow me, okay? Just be calm, pick your pen and book, follow me. If you have questions, pen them down and ask me, okay? All right, great one. All right. So all right, thank you. All right, so now you've been able to check every column, and every column are now perfectly formatted. So we are good to go. But there's one thing I always advise every analyst to check for. That is duplicate. Duplicate can impede your analysis, can give you wrong records, and give you wrong numbers, and you don't want to have that. So I always love to check duplicates across the entire table. And how will I do that? Simple as just clicking on Control A. Can you see? I want to do it across all the table from the first column to the last column. From the first column to the last column. So all I'll just do is, while on any of the on my table, I'll just press Control A. Control A select every column in that Power Query editor. Every column in my table. Select every column in my table. So that's all you need to do. Control A. Then after doing Control A, remember I showed you something called keep rows, keep columns, remove columns. Now we now go to remove rows. So that is under my home tab. Then I'll go to remove rows. So if I go down to my remove rows, if I click on the drop down, you see remove duplicates. So even if there are no duplicates in this data, I am rest assured that there are no duplicates. I don't want to go on guessing that the data set is clean. There are no duplicates. No, I don't want to guess. I want to be certain. Even if there are no duplicates, check. Let me check. Do you understand? Because it can actually cause a lot of mistakes in the analysis. So let's just remove duplicates. So, and if you can see everything I'm doing within the Power Query editor, it is recorded under this applied step. Can you see when I change data type, when I capitalize each word, now I've removed duplicates. So there's nothing like Control Z in the Power Query editor. You can't get Control Z. Let's say I want to take back the previous step, the last step I took. I want to take back the last step I took. All I need to do is to come to this apply step and click on this cancel sign. Can you see that it's now highlighted in red? So if I click on this cancel sign, then if there are duplicates that I've removed, it will return it back. That's the Control Z in Power Query editor. Do you understand? So that was just for you to understand how undo works in Power Query editor. So let's just go back to removing the duplicates. Let's remove the duplicates. Awesome. We've removed duplicates. It looks like nothing happened, but something has actually happened. Something has actually happened. So with this, the data set has been cleaned. because you can see I'm having 100% valid, everything is green. I have checked for every anomalies, everything looks fine. But then I said we want to create a column. We want to create a column, and the column is for the age group. Let me show you the analysis again. You can see now that we have customer age group distribution. How many senior customers do we have? How many adult customers do we have? How many young adult customers do we have? How many elder customers do we have? How many old customers do we have? So we can get this age grouping by using something called mashup language. And I already have it in the slide. Like I told you, I already copied, I've already provided that in the slide. So I'm going to be showing you how you're going to do it whenever you want to do yours. So we can have an analysis like this, an analysis like this. In the data set, you are not given, but we are the one that want to form that column. So let's go back to the Power BI we are using. I'll correct on Power Query Editor. And if you could remember vividly, I said, whenever you are working with your Power Query tabs and it takes you to go and click on add column, anything you do, we add an extra column to the existing table. Please confirm that you still remember this by giving me a thumbs up. Confirm you still remember I said this by giving me a thumbs up. I'm waiting. Oh, that means we all missed that part. Okay, I'm getting it now. Okay, great one. All right, so let me just, yes, great one. Yes, thank you. So, like I said the other time, anytime you click on add column, it adds an extra column to your existing table. So I want to add a new column called age group inside this data set. Age group inside this data set. And what I'm going to be doing is this. I'm going to be customizing a column for that. And that's why we have custom column. Custom column. Can you see custom column? So I click on custom column and see what's going to show for me. Now, it gives this. Can you see? New column name. I'll just change this new column name to age group. That's what you're going to be doing here. This new column name has been changed to age group. So the column custom formula. Are we going to write the formula? I've already provided those with the formula that we're going to be writing. So let's go back to our slide. Let's go back to our slide and let's go and copy the formula. So all you just need to do right here is just copy the formula, go and paste it, and you're good to go. So this language is called mashup language. In case you want to ask more, it's called mashup language. It's a language Power Query Editor is being built on. So from my equals to, I'll copy this entire formula. Control C to copy. So after I copy with Control C, I will go to my Power Query Editor where I have that custom formula, custom column formula open, and I will just come here and Control V. So now I have 2 equals to, so just remove one. Remove one. Yes, it's meant to be 1 equals to. So what I'm saying right here is that if the customer age is less than or equals to 29, any customer age within that particular age bracket, call them young adult. Else, if you now find customers name that is greater than or equals to 30 and still less than or equals to 45, call them adults. So I'm grouping that age and giving them age brackets. Also, if you have customers name, customers age greater than 4 or equals to 46, and at the same time, the customer age is less than or equals to 55, call them elder. Do you understand? And also, I also have it that if customer name is greater than or equals to 56, and customer age is also less than or equals to 65, call them old. Else means that if all these 4 conditions have been checked, and we are still having any numbers, that means they are definitely numbers above 65. Call them senior. Do you understand? That is what this thing is talking about. That's what it's talking about. So you don't need to stress yourself. Copy the formula, paste it here. Then while you're copying, you know that I had 2 equals to sign here. So you have to reduce it to 1 equals to sign. Then all I just need to do right now is to click on OK. Okay, before I click on OK, I have someone's hands raised. Okay, Madu Ekwe. Please, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name well, but apologies if I'm not. I have your hand raised. Was that for me? Okay. I want to believe that was not for me. All right. So I've been able to import or copy and paste the language or the function or the formula I want to use to create the age group. Do you understand? So the next thing that I need to do right now is just to click on OK, and let's see how it's going to happen. Can you see? Wow, we have it right inside the table now called age group. Can you see? Senior, young adult, elder, adult, old, on and on and on and on and on and on like that, all through the data set without even stressing myself out. Do you find that interesting? Do you find that exciting? If you find that exciting, let me see your reaction. If you need a recap, let me see your reaction. If you need a recap, give me a thumbs down. If you find it interesting, give me a thumbs up, so I know if you can move on from that point. Oh, so interesting. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, Zainab want me to do a recap. Grade 1. Grade 1. Oh, perfect. So interesting. Extra, so interesting. Oh, that is very awesome. That is very awesome. Zainab, thank you guys. So what I just did right now is I just created a new column called age group. Age group is not within the column we actually have in our data set. So I created a new column called age group using the add column tabs and the custom column in the add column tab to create the age group. So what I did was I just came straight down to custom column. I came down to custom column, change this column name to what? To age group. To age group. Then go straight down to the slide to copy the formula here. I've already written the formula. Sandra, do you miss that step? I'm still getting the thumbs down. So after you clicked on custom add column, you see custom column. You see custom column. Click on custom column. Then you have this span displayed. You have this span displayed. Then after you have this span displayed, this particular place is named custom. Change it to age group. Once you change it to age group, the next thing is what? Custom column formula. So it is expecting us to pass in the formula that we want to use to create the age column. And that's where the copying and paste comes in. So I just have to go straight down to the slide and copy on slide 16. It's on slide 16. Copy this entire function. Control C is to copy. Then go back to your Power Query editor and go and paste it right inside. Can you see? So I have 2 equals to here. I want to remove 1. So let's remove 1 equals to sign. Then after doing that, you have this. You can see that no syntax error has been detected. And make sure that you're having just 1 equals to sign. And after having this, just click on OK. Once you click on OK, then you have your age group formed. You have this age group formed. I didn't click on it because I already have it before. So you have this age group formed right there on your dashboard. So all I just need to do right now is just to change it from ABC123 to just text. I'll just change it to text alone. I'll change it to this alone, text. Then we are good to go. So for those who gave me thumbs down, is it still thumbs down or is now it has turned to thumbs up? Is it thumbs down or it has turned to thumbs up? I'm still expecting our response. Is it still a thumbs down? Okay, all right. I want to believe that we all got it. So don't worry. All right, great one. So don't worry, the section is recorded. You can always watch the recorded section for more clarity. So I'm actually done with this. So what I want to do right now is to transform and load, but I don't like the way this table just answering sheet 1. I don't want it to just be in sheet 1. I can see this place called sheet 1. So I want to change the name of this sheet 1. I want to give it a name. You can come here to rename it. You can come here to rename it, or you come right here to rename it. And how would I do it right here? I can either double click or right click on it and see rename and click on rename. So if I click on rename, I want to name it the company's data, Ninja. Sorry. Oh, what's the name again? Sorry, the name just ran off my head. Let me just pick it. Let me just pick it. Where is it? Okay, Trans Niger. Yeah. Trans Niger. Trans-Niger. Then enter. So I've renamed it. I've renamed it. So all I need to do right now is just come straight down to home. Then click on home. Then you see close and apply. Close and apply. So I'll click on close and apply. And once I click on close and apply, it's going to load the data set inside my Power BI desktop. And you see this data pan. you see the data set inside the data pan. So let's see. It's coming up. It's coming up. Great one, great one. I see that so many people are following. It's coming up. You can see it's loading the data set. It's creating correction in the model. It's loading data to model. You can see. Can you see that it's loading the data one after a time, a step at a time. 5,000 rows loaded. 5,000 rows loaded. So see what's going to happen right here. Can you see that this thing has changed to a canvas, a report canvas? So this way we're going to be building our dashboard, start doing all of those things. And you can see that under this data pan, we have Trans Niger. Can you see all the columns that was cleaned? Can you see all the columns that was cleaned? So with this, we can now start building our dashboard. So we want to build two dashboards from this data set. One for customers table, one's for customers demographics, and the other one for the other one is going to be for revenue. So I'm just going to do that. Page 1, you come here, click on this plus icon, that'll be page 2. So page 1 is going to be for revenue, and page 2 is going to be for customers. So that's all. So we're going to be posting right here today, and we're going to continue from building a dashboard tomorrow. So next 4 minutes before my other colleague comes on board, Treasure, I want to believe you all got what was taught today. And if you have questions, let's use this 4 minutes to ask the question. But if you don't have questions, let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your reaction if you are still together. Okay. All right. No question. Okay. Okay, I have someone's hand raised. The hand from Ifoma. Ifoma, I have your hand raised. Do you have a question for me? Ifoma. Okay, no question. All right. Okay. So now about the zooming in and zooming out of Power Query Editor is not possible. So there's no way you can zoom in and zoom out. Okay. It's not, except you're on your Power BI desktop. It's only this place that you can zoom and zoom. But whenever I'm in my Power Query Editor, it's not possible for us to zoom. So that was why we can't see. That's how it has been designed by Microsoft itself. So I believe you all got one or two things from today's section. So I'm going to be calling on Treasure to take on with this section. Hi, Treasure, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Joshua. It was a very, very interesting session. Please confirm that you can hear me, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Treasure.
All right, thank you, everyone. So today, today is just the first day for the session. Please, it's very important that we fill the feedback form because based off the feedback, we are able to iterate the process and ensure that whatever information you're providing to us, we use it to improve. Because based off the feedback we get, we were able to understand that quite a number of people were struggling to follow. So you can see that the feedback form is absolutely anonymous. We don't need your name. We just need to know what to improve on going into the next session. So thank you so much for being. I know it's very short. Just to into the understand how yes tomorrow creating your dashboard. So just and this is absolutely repetitive as much as possible. Please can you stop sharing my screen? Let's minutes through the last. Tomorrow this very same time by screen. A bit too fast and more inside. So we shot so that and we have so that's where you can it's like you guys keep your mind open. So if you want to learn a lot more details, okay, from the very start of data cleaning process to data visualization as well as the final reports, and so all that to be done at due course. We like was for this All right, apologies. It seems like you guys were not hearing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, apologies for that. So basically, I was saying that we have more information. All right, thank you everyone. So I think we can call it a day now. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll share more information tomorrow. Same time we'll send across the information. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Bye everyone.